Hey guys, Silvertorn here, and welcome back to Let's Play La-Mulana. Last time we killed the first Guardian. Go us! This time we're going to progress a little further since we can't do anything more in these area, or this first area for now. In the Spring in the Sky, which we visited briefly, we can't do anything there either. Oh yeah, this here. That. The reason I jumped over this is because that is a trap. Damn it, I didn't jump in time. I want to get that money. I'll see you guys when I get that money. Ha ha ha! I knew I could get in here. Alright, that money is gotten. You really just for that you have to abuse the jump physics of you jumping straight up right before the trapdoor opens and then going to the left. There is a quote-unquote easier way once you have another power, but I like to do it that way. Alright, so let's see what's in here. Go through that little passageway. And here we are at the Spring in the Sky, or not the Spring in the Sky. This is the Temple of the Sun, which is related to the Spring in the Sky, kinda, sorta, not really. Freaking cat safes. That looks suspicious. Jump! I know I can get up this one. Behold the Temple of the Sun. I'm gonna get out of here now. Also, another thing to note about hard mode is that some enemies have more health. This particular cat safe has more health than any other one in the entire game on hard mode. Chances are you will not be able to kill him without taking a hit unless you are dodging him. Like, you won't be able to kill him before he touches you. And yeah, we can't go back up this way, so let's go back to the Gate of Guidance. I really just wanted to get that on my warp because there's an item we want that we need for that, which we don't have yet, which I believe I actually had that item before I went in the Temple of the Sun the first time on my hard mode playthrough. I think I actually had that before I triggered I triggered hard mode before I even went in there, which is kind of silly because you technically trigger hard mode in the second area in the game, counting the Gate of Guidance as the first and not the surface. Surface is Area 0. That's all there really is to it. And go down. But yes, the other area I wanted to go is actually connected over here. We saw this tablet last time referring to the history of the giants. Also, I can't scan that, oh well. We go down here and just keep paying attention to those glyphs there, because that will be important to keep in mind. We can very much assume that this one is referring to the Gate of Guidance, and it's... to put it simply, these are numbers. That is number 1. So the glyph you saw in the area above us, or before we entered this place, was the number 2. It is very important to at least... It is important to learn how to at least count in La-Mulanese. Reading, it's not really that important. Like, I think you only need to be able to figure out 2 different glyphs. But it is very important that you're able to figure out the numbers, because the numbers are related to a series of puzzles, and dupe, 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 dupe. I want the money! I need the money. We're gonna have to come back up here for this, I think, yes. Oh, thank God. Oh, there was a... there was a thing there to hit. I'll be able to explain why I did that later then. Cool. Okay. How do I want to go about this first? What was over there? That was... This is where the Ghost Lord lives. Come one, come all, the Ghost Lord shall appear before your eyes. Gather round, sit tight until he is fully grown. We don't want to deal with the Ghost Lord yet. I don't like the Ghost Lord. That does not sound fun. So we're going to go this way. Oh yeah, these guys, they're kind of obnoxious. They have shields, but if you attack the shields enough, you'll stun them and you can hit them normally, but not gonna happen very often. I want to get to this tablet. The sun shone brightly on the day Leto fell in battle. A gaping hole in his chest, he entered his eternal slumber. A lot of these tablets refer to the history of the giants. And what happened to the giants is very important. This area, if you've paid attention to the name, is the mausoleum of the giants. And you will want to know much about their history. The mother was great, she made even the giants look tiny. The giants were great, thou art tiny, tiny like a doll. Oh yeah, this thing here, by the way. Thou art forbidden from again line eyes on this marker. Those who do not heed this warning will suffer the pain of death. Reading that a second time triggers hard mode. There will be an enemy that spawns right here facing that way. He makes a wall of death. I survived this. And then survived a save. And that is how I triggered hard mode. I won't be reading that again. Nebroscitus lies beneath this land. Leap upon what floats there from high above. The heavens shall move at your command. That is an important hint right there relating to the way you solve a lot of the puzzles in this area. So this one, that one there related to Leto. He died during the sun, or died under the sun. And this here is a monument to one of the giants. Let's read this. See, Abutsu, Ji, Ribu, and Sakit all hoped there would come a day when Mother would live in this land. Also, you see that thing over to our left? That's important. We'll be dealing with that later. But yes, this entire area refers to the... What do you have to say, Elder? Stone tablet that talks about the history of the giants. Be sure to read it. There's no other way to learn the names of the leaders and their history. Well, like he says, it is important to actually learn about the giants. It was a moonlit night that G started praying to the land. In essence, we're going to have to learn which giant is which. And now we have a quick save here. Go us! And that tone you just heard says that there's a hidden shop on this floor. Pretty well hidden, if I do say so. Blanket of countless stars spread over Badu, falling into a deep slumber. Alright, so with the reference of a few different now, we have... Ooh, can't rest in peace if you don't buy something. Hermes boots, they belong to a legendary hero. Sure, let's buy it. I don't want to buy more. Now then, if we pause, by the way, you notice he's actually wearing Hermes boots on his little portrait. I really like that. And I never showed off the caltrops, now I think about it. Right, but what the Hermes boots do is they let you run faster. And the caltrops, you throw them behind you. That's pretty much it. But the Hermes boots are... They're not strictly a convenience item. That the slopes you saw in the Temple of the Sun, you need them to be able to run up them. That looks important. I wanna get that. But you need the Hermes boots to be able to run up those slopes. But aside from that, it's pretty much convenience because it lets you move faster. Moving faster, oh yeah. Alright. Let's come over here. Zebu would not budge, for he is the one who sustained the land, but the rest split into two sides and continued the battle. Zebu, by the way, is the easiest one to figure out. He is the first one we saw. The one at the top before the Grail Tablet. He was the one holding up the land. There will be 8 others that we will need to figure out. Now then, we've already heard reference of 4 of them that split together. They are in two groups of 4. Let's see. Those who plunder the red blank shall never escape. Keep that one in mind. We also, since you can't actually grab onto ladders mid-jump, you can't climb that, unfortunately. There will be another trick to that one, though. We'll see that soon enough. And you, sir, are missing a good chunk of your body. Zebu Firstborn, yeah, we've already found out about Zebu. There's nothing more to really concern ourselves with there. So, yes. Oh, alright. A few things I want to say now that this reminded me of it is that I do like this game a lot. It has its flaws. The jump physics, it's just an aspect of what it is. They're not really that bad, especially once you get used to them. I mean, you're committed to a jump, but it's not that bad. One thing I do have an issue with, it's kind of difficult at times to see what is like surface and what is background. It's not the easiest thing to tell until you've done it that you can walk on this guy's arm. That's... I spent probably a half of an hour with a guide trying to figure out how to get into one of the last areas on my hard mode playthrough until I finally found the right place. Like, the guide wasn't the best, admittedly, Actually, it was the wiki, but the wiki wasn't the best for, admittedly, but I couldn't figure it out, and it was mostly related to the fact that you were able to step on a thing that looked like it should be in the background, but it's actually a platform. We also have another email. Lots of switches. Yep. Alright. Now this here is a bit of an interesting hit, or thing in the long run. First child, body of a snake. Second child, a large body. Then soared through the sky, body of a fish. Had wisdom, born of the earth. Threw the mother away, and the 8th child did not know mother. Let us place the spirit of the 9th child into the body of child 0. That in itself is kind of an interesting thing. So we can already guess that we're dealing with the second children. Large body, that would make sense it to be the giants. Nothing here, but I know this one has a thing to read. In order to return to the heavens, Badu, Migala, Lido, and Futo built a flying tower. Okay. One thing to keep in mind about these hints right here is that they tell you who is associated with who. The youngest Sakit tread his own path. He placed a key on Lido's body, falling into a slumber with his powers in hand. We already know that those two are not associated together, so we won't be able to do much with either of them. And there's only one more hint for us to read that we can get to currently. And this doesn't really tell us much either. That said, we already do have enough hints to work with what we know. We just need the last bit of the puzzle to work it out, which happens to be below us. And by going below us, we go into here. Alright, let's read this last hint. Celestial bodies lie within. Control the celestial bodies, and even time may be shifted. Slipped and fell to my death. Good job, buddy. You need to jump from high enough to actually turn these, which admittedly isn't really that high, funny as it is. So then, there was one hint relating to something with somebody praying or going to sleep with the moon out. Which one was it that was the moon? Was it you? Yes. With the moon out, this guy here bends over and begins to pray. And we can't really do anything more in there currently, but I'd have to track down which hint it is that says related to the guy who prays, so we can't actually do much anything with that yet. Let's make it sun. I said sun. Sun. Alright, put the sun up. Let's see. Sun, I think I know which one sun relates to, and I know which one stars relates to, and we're gonna have to do stars next for the next major puzzle. Alright. There's also one more puzzle we need to solve and take care of, which we'll be able to take care of shortly, because I'll just have to find him. No, it's not related to you. I know it wasn't related to you, actually. Well, he's got something on him now. And there was a hint mentioning that the guy he died had a huge hole in his chest when the sun was out. We're gonna have to find out what that did. But first, this guy. Strength lies at the foot of Futo. But which one is Futo? Well, we already know this guy's at Futo, but let's put a weight here. Make sure you hit the right guy, because otherwise you trigger spikes. And spikes kind of hurt. What was the hint I just triggered? Or not the hint, the puzzle I just triggered with the other thing. I do not know. This chest here, which I've bypassed a few times, we can't do anything with. We can't open it currently, but we will want to open that soon. I just want to do one more thing first so I can show off a hint before I do so. Drop down here. Thank God there is no fall damage. Alright, I think this one? No, this one. Doesn't matter now that it's completely reversed, I suppose. You really don't need to fall from that far to spin this around, to be perfectly honest. And now we wait for the elevator. Sup, elevator? I do not have that much health left. I need to get more health. Good thing I'll be getting more health soon. Alright. Do you have anything for me, Pot? Nope. Oof, freaking ghosts. Freaking ghosts. But there was one other hint relating to the guy who fell or went into a deep sleep under the stars. This would be him. And if we jump on top of him, we can now climb up this ladder. Okay. Read you. Migala is left-handed. That is the last hint that we need to find Futo. Now then, a few things to note is that we haven't triggered that yet. This right here will be important because if you remember that one picture we showed earlier, that would be where the Ankh gem or Ankh jewel lies. I'm just calling them Ankh gems. But right, the other hint. I'm gonna have to go find that now. Give me a second, guys. I will be right back. That was easy. So, the Return to the Heavens, Badu, Migala, Leto, and Futo built a flying tower. So we've already found hints relating to Leto and Badu, the sleeping under the stars and the hole in his chest in the sun. We've already found those. I think that was that one. And then the last hint we had was for Migala, which was Migala was left-handed. And we know that Futo is in that room because they were all together. Which of course means that Futo will be up here. Now then, from what you figured with the other hints and the fact that the chest is in this room, that's gonna be what the skeleton was referring to. But the final hint we had was that Migala was left-handed. This guy looks left-handed. You must be Futo. And that opens our chest. Can I get over to this without getting killed, please? And this will be another sacred orb. We have more health now. Alright, now then I am missing part of a puzzle because I need to unlock the Ankh gem, and I don't remember exactly what I need to do that then. Because if memory serves, this here... Oh yeah, this guy, by the way, he caused me so much strife. But okay, so the pedestal on that guy's arm, the dead guy's arm, opened up the Ankh statue. So this will be the boss room. Keep that in mind. That's also why we need that guy to pray, because we need to be able to get up to the statue. This is going to be a fun thing to deal with. How do I do not fully remember how to get that open up. So for now, let's check this out. Because there's another area, and I'd like to show this off, especially because we can't do much in here yet. This is the Endless Corridor. We won't really be able to do a lot in this place yet, for quite a while. Call forth the dragon that sleeps in this land. Easier said than done. There's also a hidden shop in this area, but we won't be able to get to it. Spoilers, it's related to that sigil in the middle there. But this area, we can't really do much with it in general. Not for a good while, to be honest. Oh, when do I get the item that lets you mess with this place? I don't remember. But at any rate, up there at the top, there is an Ankh statue and a doorway here. Let's check the doorway first. Human, queen of the fairies that lives in these ruins. 4 philosophers instructed us to help the humans who visit here, and thus they've been waiting. Yay. So they'll help us once we prove we're worthy. We need Isis's pendant, which is somewhere in the ruins. So once we get it, we just have to go to her, and she'll be able to help us. Isis is... What do you have to say, Elder? Fairies, yo. You should not turn caps lock on, ever. Ah, okay. He does give us a hint there. Look at the map, and if there are rooms with suspicious names, just check it out. I'm not going to quote him completely. That actually would help me very much in finding Isis's pendant. But here we are. This is the Endless Corridor, so... You want to know why it's called the Endless Corridor? I can show you guys. Welcome back to room number 1. And you notice we solved the puzzle. You want to know the puzzle we solved? We opened the chest by going through that doorway. That chest, I think this is the map. Is this the map? Totally the map. Yeah, this is just the first floor. We can't go through the other 4 floors yet. So let's just head back to the Mausoleum of the Giants. And you'll also notice that everything is put in a specific order. This is the order that the stages are listed, so we already know this is like stage 1. And I've already basically explained how hard mode's in area 2. Mausoleum of the Giants is area 2. We'll be able to understand a bit more of the counting later on for at least the first 4. Past that, I don't know exactly where the hints are, but let's go back to the Mausoleum of the Giants. We're getting pretty close to where I want to cut this off, but I want to find out how you unlock the Ankh Gem first. I don't intend to fight the boss this video, by the way. The boss will kick my butt. It was the first boss I fought last time, and he destroyed me. He absolutely destroyed me. There's nothing else about that. He just destroyed me. Oh, there's a pedestal here. Okay, place that down, and that opens up. So let's get the Ankh Gem now. Ankh Gem now, yay. Destroy that. Alright, so we can go over there. I think I still have stars up, so the platform should still be up for us to... Or he should still be sleeping, so we can just climb on his back and get to the... freaking ghosts. So we can get up to the gem. Yep, it is. Okay, good. Actually, I should show that hint off one more time. There's one hint relating to the Ankh Gem, which is fairly important, I will be completely honest. And that is this hint. We've already seen this room. Those who plunder the red stone shall... Or, I don't know what the last word is. The red gem... Light, the red light. That's what the word would be. The red light shall never escape. Right. Okay. Makes sense to me now. So then, if you see that little gray indentation below, that is where a beam will come up and block us off. We touch the beam, we take damage. So let's see if I can do this without wasting all my caltropes. If we destroy that there, though, the beam will not appear. Because otherwise there would be a beam here, you'd be trapped. You could use the Holy Grail to get out, granted, so it's not like you're truly trapped. But you can actually disable, which is nice. And one thing I do kind of like is they, to the best of my knowledge, if you know what you're doing, you could do this entire game without once getting the Holy Grail. Because they have made ways that you could progress through without having it. It wouldn't be easy, and I wouldn't want to really try it until I'm experienced with this game more than I already am, but you could do it. At any rate, I think we're about good to end the video off here, but there is one more thing I would like to grab beforehand, and that would be to go into this area here. This is a new area, of course, and this is the Twin Labyrinths. In truth, we can't do a lot with the Twin Labyrinths yet. We can't. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's probably going to be longer. Twins were the sole survivors of the first children. The hero of the third children captured them and thus obtained the wisdom of the first. Okay. Useful. So let's progress through this area and see what we find. Really, the only thing I care about is in here. Welcome to the Little Brother shop. Waterfall shall pose no problems with the helmet on. I would like a helmet. Also notice some the shops will sell different items. Sometimes they sell for more, sometimes they sell for less. There is a discount shop in the ruins, but we won't really run into that for a good while. Anyway, that is really what I was after here, since now we'll be able to progress through the Spring in the Sky now that we have that, and also the Divine Retribution Eyes. They hit you if you try to whip the walls, I believe, the glowing walls. There's also kind of a pattern to the red and yellow, which is interesting and tricky in its own right. Also this. The Cross of Light can be found in various locations. All were placed at a later time. There is one Cross of Light in every area. I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure what the significance is yet, but I know they're important. I don't know how you interact with them. But, oh lord. This place is also kind of Lost Woods maze type deal. Dolphins. So I can't really do much more in here, and I do not want to fight the second boss actually until I get another item. These are the Gate of the Twins. You know what? I won't be able to get the Grail tablet in here anyway, or really anything, especially from this side. So let's warp out of here and go back. Let's go back to the surface to heal for now. At any rate, this is enough for this episode, so we're pretty much good now. We have the capability of fighting the second boss. I don't want to fight the second boss. I just don't want to fight him. Not right now. He's not kind. The first boss was kind. The second boss is not kind. And the third boss is not kind. And the fourth boss is not kind. And the fifth boss is not kind. The sixth boss is also not kind. He actually tries to kill you when he's dead. He tries to Kaizo you. He actually did Kaizo me the first time I fought him. The seventh boss is actually not that bad. The seventh boss is not really that bad if you understand how they work. And the eighth boss I haven't fought yet, but I'm sure they aren't kind either. I'm really sure they aren't kind. So long story short, the only kind boss is the one I've already killed. So, fun. I should have gotten one more. I should really get the waterproof case and everything else. But at any rate, this has been Silverbatorn with Let's Play La-Mulana. Next time we're gonna progress further, so let's save. Yeah. So I'll see you guys all later when we get to that. Next time.